Hello, everybody. This is Mrs. Steinmetz here, showing you an example of a star student slideshow, except my example is a star teacher slideshow. So here we go. Let's meet our star teacher, Mrs. Steinmetz. All about Mrs. Steinmetz. Some words that describe me: creative, silly, and chatty. My favorite TV show or movie would have to be Gilmore Girls. My favorite book, this is a hard question because I love all kinds of books, but I would say my favorite kids' books are the Elephant and Piggy books. My favorite food is pizza. I really like to go for walks and play games, especially with my family. Say cheese. This page is where you get to share lots of cute pictures of you, especially maybe when you were a baby or a little kid. Here are some funny pictures of me. Here's me when I was a baby. I was 4 months old. Here's me when I was about 9 months old in my frilly dress. Here's me when I was about 3 years old sitting on a little basket at a photo studio. Here's more. My favorite place is Camp Friedenswald in Michigan. And here is my family sitting on one of the docks on one of the beaches at camp. And my family loves to be at Friedenswald. So there's me in the middle. There's Mr. Steinmetz. Then we have my sons Jackson, Carter, and Tate. And here's my daughter Jill and her husband Stephen. When I grew up, I want to be a teacher. Big surprise. Here I am on the first day of first grade this year. And here are some fun pictures of me and Mr. Steinmetz throughout the years. Here's us when we were in high school going to the prom, which is a fancy dance. Here's us on our wedding day. And here's us when we took a trip, just the two of us, to Mexico. Here's what I looked like in first grade. Now, this page is not included in your Star Student slideshow, but I thought you would think it was kind of fun. If you would see me in first grade, this is what I would look like. How about that? And here I am in my big class picture with all of my friends in my class. There's my teacher, Mrs. Lortz, and the principal then was Mr. Thompson. And I went to the same school, Bluffton Elementary School. Here's a fun fact. Our friend Max that's in our class, his dad is right here, Jason. He was in my first grade class. Isn't that funny? My family rocks. I love this page. This is a place for you to show off all of your family pictures. And here's me when I was probably in sixth grade. Here's my sister Kathy, and there's my sister Mary, and you know her as Mrs. Glick. Yes, that's right, the music teacher. That's what she looked like when we were little girls. Here are my sisters and my parents when we were a little older. There's my dad, and there's my mom, there's me, there's Mary or Mrs. Glick, and there's my sister Kathy. And then last summer, Jill got married, and this is a picture of my dad and my sister Kathy and me and Mrs. Glick last summer. My mom's not in this picture because she died, which is really sad and I miss her. But we still like to get together and take family pictures, the four of us. Here is my family, what they look like now. There's me and there's Mr. Steinmetz. There's Jackson and Jill and her husband Stephen and Tate and Carter. This is kind of fun to look at. This is Carter when he was a baby. See, there he is, and there he was last summer. So there's Carter and Tate. There's Jackson. There's Jill. There's Mr. Steinmetz, and there's me. And a few years later, this is my family: me, Mr. Steinmetz, Jill, Tate, Carter, and Jackson. I love my family, and I love this one of my kids looking more grown up, and I can't wait to see pictures of you when you were little and of your family and maybe you on vacation. So when you are the star student, your mom or dad will get an email and ask you some questions, and they get to send some pictures to me, and I will put this together, and then you'll get to present it, and I will record it and put it on the class Facebook page. I hope you enjoy this slideshow, and I cannot wait to see yours.